Your good friend DL, the world was so scared seeing that video. Have you talked to him? I know you guys are super close. Did it make you a little fearful too about, you guys are getting back to work?
Well, DL is great. He's good. We trade messages with him all the time. We talk to him, and I said, listen, man, do whatever you need to do to be safe. But also, I wouldn't say just necessarily DL, but people that are older, people who are working all the time, are not the first people to go to the doctor when you feel lightheaded or you feel fatigued. You think it's because you were traveling. He said to me when we first talked on Sunday morning, when he was on his way to the hospital, that he goes, man, I didn't eat. And then 2 minutes later, as we're talking, I said, hey, man, it wasn't because you didn't eat. He goes, no, I know. But maybe in a way, it's a blessing in disguise that DL had that issue, because if it doesn't happen like that, maybe he's asleep, maybe 3 days go by, maybe a week goes by before you really start to show symptoms. And maybe by that time, it's too late. So I'll look at it as a blessing in disguise. And I told him, listen, man, it's not necessary for you to wear the tightest clothes all the time. Give your organs and give your arteries just a little bit of room to breathe, man.
Well, listen, congratulations on another stand-up special. I love the title. I chuckled when I saw it, but I want you in your own words to explain the title of the comedy special.
It seems innocuous enough. We'll do it for half are some words that got me in a little bit of hot water. I think it was January. I also actually earned a visit from the Secret Service of the United States, because Iran had released a story where they put out a bounty for someone in the United States high up. And I said, they said 80 million. And I said, we'll do it for half. And the whole right wing, Fox News, conservative radio, all asked for my arrest. I should be in prison. The amount of hate that was sent to me, the amount of people who told me to go back to Mexico when I'm fourth generation. I don't even really know a lot of people in Mexico. But the fact that we have gotten to a point where somebody would walk up to me at the airport and walk alongside me and tell me that if I wasn't happy with this country, that I should go back to where I came from.
We could get into a whole dialogue about that, but I do think what's happening in this country now is there's a re-education, about who really founded this country, whose hard work built this country. And it's people that look like you and I, right? So,
I would never want to make a threat of bodily injury, but if someone is daring enough to call you out at a convenience store, you're going to go down right by the 5-hour energy drinks and those packets of vitamin that you can lose an organ by the time you get home. So if you're willing to risk that dynamic to attack someone and use language that you would never use to someone of your particular hue, it's time for you to go down.